crevice orifice there. No good. Hello everybody and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will and today in our review I'm going to be looking at the 5e Menagerie Horrors of the Aboleth. Now Aboleths are some horrible, mean creatures and never had they been done so much justice as in this title from the DM's Guild, which I picked up for a couple of quid. So Sam Hing and Rich Howard are the ones to blame when you were killed by an Aboleth next. So let's see, after a little bit of intro text, we just basically have a bunch of Aboleth stat blocks. Not just Aboleths, but all the creatures which are involved in them, the Aboleth slaves, the ones that kind of tend to the children. Some horrible, horrible stuff. We have an Aboleth behemoth to begin with. This behemoth is a challenge rating 16. No big deal. Just a challenge rating 16 creature to start things off. They're taking it easy on you. So, armor class 18, 334 hit points. Whatever, you know, no big deal. Speed of 20, swim of 80. This creature has immunities to cold and lightning, resistance to bludgeoning, dark vision. It can speak Aquan, deep speech, undercommon. It's amphibious, it's got a barbed hide, and any creature which grapples or is grappled by it must make a DC 18 dex save at the end of each of their rounds or take 7 piercing damage, 2d6. It's a spellcaster, and it can innately cast without any spell casting materials or components, so it can do 3 5th level cool lightnings and shatters a day, it can do 2 chain lightnings a day. You know, this is just standard textbook stuff. You know, anyone should be expected to do this. Mucus cloud. While underwater, the behemoth is surrounded by transformative mucus. Any creature that touches the behemoth or that hits it with a melee attack within 5 feet must make a DC 18 con saving throw. On a failure, the creature is diseased for 1d4 hours. This diseased creature can only breathe underwater. Now, this mucus cloud is actually an effect which lots of the monsters of the Aboleth actually have in this sourcebook. The enslave ability, 3 a day here. The others are tentacle and gore attacks. I mean, you can multi-attack, making 3 attacks, 1 gore, 2 tentacles, which deal a bunch of damage and then, you know, can disease a creature or grapple it. But enslave, the behemoth targets 1 creature it can see within 60 feet. The target must succeed on a DC 18 wisdom saving throw or be magically charmed until the behemoth dies or until the behemoth is on a different plane from the target. Yeah, the charmed target is under the behemoth's control and can't take reactions, and the behemoth and the target can communicate telepathically with each other only over any distance. Whenever the charmed target takes damage, the target can repeat the saving throw. On a success, the effect ends. No more than once every 7 days, the target can also repeat the saving throw when it's at least 1 mile from the behemoth. But most importantly, the charmed target is under the behemoth's control. So you fail your DC 18 wisdom saving throw, and you guessed it, you are an Aboleth behemoth's best friend. Now, let's go further in here, because it's not only just the stab block that you get, but you get some beautiful artwork along with here, and this is just only one of the pieces of the behemoth Aboleths that you'll see, and they come with a bunch of kind of fluff text alongside it. The only complaint that I actually have about this is sometimes it's a little difficult to read this text, less so in this section, but in others it's a little bit more difficult to read, so I'd kind of like a box for the text to go in. I think that might make it pop a little bit more, but overall, I mean, this artwork is just beautiful. I mean, look at this creature. It's actually what first drew me to the book. I looked inside the preview on the DM's Guild, and I saw a bunch of wonderful artwork. We also have an Aboleth Engulfer, which is about as bad as it sounds. You get tentacles and wing crush. So this creature, and let's scroll down just to get the look of the creature, has a mouth in where its stomach should be, and it's a manta ray with a face and tentacles. I haven't seen a creature quite as terrifying as this in some time. I mean, that little jaw, mouth, crevice, orifice there, no good. No good at all. And they are Aboleth recruiters. They're responsible for recruitment and delivery of slaves. I think in this part you can see what I was talking about a bit. I have a little bit of trouble here just quite reading this, so I tend to kind of highlight it in the blue so I can see it a bit better. It pops a little bit more. So yeah, that would be my only complaint. But This thing is mean, and it is keen to eat you. A CR8 creature that can engulf you inside that stomach with its cilia-like projections designed to hold captured prey. An engulfer may secure a creature grappled by its tentacles under its wings instead of attacking with that tentacle. The grappled creature may use its reaction to attempt to escape during the transfer, otherwise the creature retains the grapple condition and the escape DC increases to 18. An engulfer may hold up to 2 large creatures, 4 medium creatures, or 8 small creatures in its wings, so it could actually be holding a kobold family underneath this thing's wings. And you can actually see on the artwork these 2 little blue hands either side of his mouth are what kind of hold them in there. Super nice design and interesting mechanics in the game. I'm not going to go into each detail as much as I have been in the previous ones, but you can see the manipulator is a CR10, more of a spellcaster this one, and as you can see the artwork here again is absolutely stunning. Brutal genius and arcane mastery, these are the kind of assassins of the Aboleths, which obviously aren't included in any of the backstory in the D&D 5e Monster Manual, and so they've made up themselves, and I absolutely adore the text that goes with them for the backstory. So it's not just a series of stat blocks, it's not just, here's some monsters, you know, it's here's the backstory to these monsters, some beautiful artwork, and how they play out in the game. The slime golem is a great one. It also has the engulf ability, similar to how the engulfer did, whilst this thing is, as the text says, a mindless automaton, it does actually have the ability to be controlled by a higher power, a higher being. Very Cthulhu-esque, and it kind of looks like a terrifying unicorn. If unicorns had nightmares, this would be the creation of it. And then we have the Leviathan. Challenge rating 21, 3 legendary resistances, multi-attack, bites, tail, tentacle. And this is what the creature looks like. If you were wondering, hey, well, what does a Leviathan look like? What do my dreams, nightmares look like if they were to be embodied into one piece of artwork? Well, it would be this, and you, my friend, are the black figure, the silhouette on the ocean floor trying to desperately evade the death ray of this three-eyed creature with a gigantic tail and mouth of chasming abyss. The Horrors of the Aboleth is a absolutely comprehensive look at the Aboleth race, which needs some love in D&D 5e. There are some incredibly awesome creatures straight out of Lovecraft's Worst Nightmare. Check it out on the DM's Guild if you get a moment, and if not, at least take some inspiration for your campaigns, and maybe use an Aboleth next time your party are really annoying you. So, until next time guys, subscribe below, hit that like button, leave a comment about what you think about the Horrors of the Aboleth, and until next time, try not to roll too many nat ones because I want to be here laughing when you do.